Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Haribhau Waghire, Department of Botany, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde Mahavidyalaya, Srigonda, District Ahmednagar. The main aim of this video is only for educational purpose. Our college is affiliated to Savitribai Phule University of Pune. The main aim of this online lecture series is due to this corona COVID-19 pandemic situation, and in this situation we are trying to learn without wasting our time. And in last videos our subject is about the botany, and in this botany subject for FIBSc we have started paper number 2nd, that is plant morphology and anatomy, and in that paper we have completed first credit. We started second credit also. In that second credit we have studied about anatomical features, study of anatomy, and in that anatomical study types of tissue also we have studied in the last video. And in today's video we are going to learn about vascular tissue, and in that vascular tissue we have completed the complex tissue, that is xylem. We have studied about the xylem, types of xylem, their structure, their functions, and in xylem it is a storage of starch and fatty foods. We have learned about that, and it is also participate in the transport of water. And in today's video we are going to learn about the another complex tissue, that is phloem, that is also known as a food conducting tissue. Then which are the different characteristic features of this phloem, or what is the meaning of the word phloem? The word phloem, the phloos, PHLOOS, that is phloos. Phloos means bark. We know that bark, phloos means bark, and it is also known as a food conducting tissue. Phloem is also called as a food conducting tissue, consisting of कशा कशाने बनलेला आहे, कशा कशाचा consistent आहे, काय consist असतं याच्यामध्ये. It consists of sieve tubes, members of sieve cells, companion cells, then parenchyma cells and phloem fibers also. Then phloem is also called as a bast cell, or it is also known as a leptome, and it is composed of sieve elements, sieve cells and sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers, and it is responsible to conduct prepared food material from leaf to the storage organs and the growing regions also. Therefore, it is a very important tissue in the life of the plant. Then which are the different elements of the phloem? First element is a sieve element, that is also known as a sieve cells, and in that sieve cells and sieve elements, which are the different characteristic features of that sieve elements? We know that in most, it is one of the most important part or constituent and it is made up of sieve cells and sieve tubes. Then what is sieve cells? These are narrow, elongated cells without conspicuous U areas and taper at their ends. Tapered means they are they have some अनुकुचीदार आपण त्याला म्हणतो, needle like structure at the ends, that is called a tapering ends, and it have a greatly inclined wall also, and sieve cells are more primitive than the sieve tubes. The sieve cells are enucleated and without conspicuous sieve areas. They occur in lower vascular plants. Which are lower vascular plants and which are higher vascular plants? Bryophyte, algae, that is the lower plants. But lower vascular plants means pteridophytes. And they are also found in the gymnosperms. Then next is the sieve tubes, which are the how it looks like, which is the structure of that sieve tubes. These are long tube-like slender bodies arranged in a longitudinal series where the end walls are perforated in a sieve-like manner. The perforated end walls are called sievelets, though which cytoplasmic connections are established between adjacent cells. There is a cytoplasmic connection is there in the adjacent cells, and they have living cells without nucleus. In a mature tube, there is a thin layer of parietal cytoplasm, a large central vacuole, and a large number of longitudinally running transcellular strands also. Then what is transcellular strands? That are aggregated of tubules and made up of phloem, that is the protein strands. Then what is the function of these sieve tubes? What is the main function? The main function of sieve tubes is the longitudinal translocation of prepared food material. Longitudinal translocation. Prepared food material वाहून घेऊन जायचा आहे. It carry out the prepared food material from where? From leaves to the storage organs in the downward direction also, and then growing regions also in the upward directions, means both directions. They supplied the food material, prepared food material, it supplied in the downward direction also and upward direction also. Therefore, sieve tubes plays very vital role in the growth and development of the plant. Then what about companion cells? Third part is the companion cells. How it looks like? What is the structure of that companion cells? These are specialized parenchymatous cells that are found closely associated with sieve tube elements. It is a closely associated, close connection is there between sieve tube elements. And when we take the cross section, then the companion cells appears rounded. When we take the cross section, then it looks like a rounded, or that is also looks like a polygonal, many-angled, many-angled, and these are living cells. And these cells have a dense cytoplasm, prominent nucleus, several vacuoles, and other cytoplasmic organelles also. We know that in the plant cell there are different cytoplasmic organelles are also present. Then the starch grains are never found in companion cells. There is no starch grains. Starch grains are not found in the companion cells. And companion cells are absent in pteridophytes and gymnosperms, and these are found only among members of angiospermic plant, and it is absent, not found in pteridophyte. It is not found in gymnosperms, means higher, in case of higher plants that are found only in angiospermic plants group. Then what is the function of these companion cells? The companion cells plays important role in maintenance of, कशाचा मेंटेनन्स आहे? मेंटेनन्स ऑफ प्रेशर ग्रेडियंट इन द सीयू ट्यूब्स. प्रेशर ग्रेडियंट मेंटेन करण्याचं काम हे सीयू कंपॅनियन सेल्स करत असतात. And these control the passage of materials and provide energy to CU tubes in loading and unloading of assimilates, and therefore these cells help in conduction of food along the CU tubes. In this way, companion cells plays a very important role in the plant life. Then third is the phloem parenchyma. What is the structure? How it looks like? Which is the different function of that phloem parenchyma? Firstly, we are going to learn about the structure of the phloem parenchyma. It is found associated with CU elements. Cells are elongated, tapering to broadly cylindrical, subspherical, and polyhedral in structure. And these are living cells which have dense cytoplasm and a nucleus. These are living cells. Phloem parenchyma is living cells. It has also dense cytoplasm. It has also nucleus. And phloem parenchyma are absent in monocots. That is one of the important characteristic features of the phloem parenchyma. It is absent in monocot. We know that different examples of the monocot. Maize, we know that it is absent. Phloem is absent. What is the function of this phloem parenchyma? The phloem parenchyma are mainly associated with the storage of organic food material. It stores the food material, stored. That is the main function of this phloem parenchyma. Then fourth is the phloem fibers, or that is also known as the bast fibers. Then what is the structure of that bast fibers or phloem fibers? We know that sclerenchymatous fibers are found both in primary and secondary phloem. These are commonly called phloem fibers. And phloem fibers are typical elongated cells with interlocked ends, lignified walls with a very simple pits are there. Then what is the function of these cells, sclerenchymatous fibers or phloem fibers or bast fibers? The main function of these bast fibers or phloem fibers is to give mechanical support to the plant parts. To give mechanical support, that is the main function of the phloem fibers, to give mechanical support. That is the main function. Then types of vascular bundle, we know that there are different types of vascular bundles are found in the plant life. First, vascular bundles is a strand of tissues containing primary xylem and primary phloem, and sometimes enclosed by bundle sheath of parenchyma or fibers. And according to the arrangement of xylem and phloem, the vascular bundles are of different types on the basis of arrangement of xylem and phloem, that is vascular bundles. They have different types. First is a radial type of vascular bundles. In the name indicates that radial symmetry, we know that in this type xylem and phloem that are found in separate patches. Xylemचा patch वेगळा, phloemचा patch वेगळा. That is, xylem and phloem are found in separate patches on alternate radii. Radius, single radii. And this type is a characteristic feature of root. This type of radial vascular bundles are found in the root, and the radial bundle is the primitive type of all vascular bundles. सगळ्या vascular bundles एक primitive type आहे, that is radial vascular bundles that are found in the root. Then another is a conjoint. This is the second, conjoint. What about conjoint? In this type, What is the arrangement of the vascular bundles in this type? Xylem and phloem occur side by side. They found side by side. Side by side means one time this, one time this, one time phloem, one time xylem. Side by side on the same radius. एकाच रेडियस वरती, एकदा हे एकदा ते. And according to the position of the phloem, these are recognized into two types. On the basis of position, phloemच्या पोझिशन नुसार त्यांच्या दोन टाइप मध्ये पुन्हा डिव्हिजन झालं. कोण कोणते? कोलॅटरल अँड बायकोलॅटरल. दोन भाग. कोलॅटरल conjoint vascular bundles and bicollateral conjoint vascular bundles. Two types. Conjoint vascular bundles are again divided into two types, that is collateral vascular bundles that is found in sunflower, and bicollateral that is found in cucurbita stem. Then what about collateral? The name indicates everything. The name indicates bi means two. Only collateral. The collateral vascular bundles are most common type. It is very common. Found in stem and leaves of phanerogams. In this case, xylem and phloem lie together on the same radius, and the phloem being external and xylem being internal in position. Then the collateral vascular bundles are referred to as a open. Collateral is a open type of vascular bundles. If a strip of cambium is present between xylem and phloem as in dicot stems. The collateral vascular bundles are referred to as a closed type when cambium is absent, as seen in monocot stem. Means monocot stem, it is closed type. In dicot stem, it is open type. Okay. Then what about bicollateral vascular bundles? In bicollateral vascular bundles, two phloem patches are there. Bi means two. Phloem चे दोन patches, one on outer side and other on inner side. आतल्या भागाला एक, बाहेरच्या भागाला एक. That is two vascular bundles, patches of two vascular bundles. And on inner side of xylem are found as in the stem of members of family Cucurbitaceae. Cucurbitaceae चे जे काय members आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये अशा पद्धतीचे conditions आहेत. And in these vascular bundles, the sequence will be outer phloem, outer cambium, xylem, inner cambium, and inner phloem. That are the sequence of the vascular bundles. And they are always open type. If by bicollateral, conjoint, bicollateral vascular bundles, they are always open type. Then third is the concentric vascular bundles. What is concentric? The name indicates concentric. And in this type, one kind of vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem, is surrounded by other vascular tissues. And these are of again two types. The concentric vascular bundles are again of two types. First is a amphiphasal, or that is also known as a hydrocentric. That is also known as a hydrocentric vascular bundle, which is surrounded by xylem as seen in Dracaena. And Dracaena is the best example of this amphiphasal, or that is a hydrocentric vascular bundle. That is concentric vascular bundle madla amphiphasal or leptocentric vascular bundles. Dracaena is the best example of that type of vascular bundles. Another example is a yucca. We know yucca, the plant. Yucca मध्ये सुद्धा अशा प्रकारचे vascular bundles असतात. Then second is the amphicribal, or that is also known as hydrocentric, amphiphasal or leptocentric. That is a then amphicribal, or that is known as a hydrocentric, and in there is a this is a leptocentric, and here is a hetero. There was a small mistake, and I have corrected that mistake also. Amphihessel, that is a leptocentric, and the amphicribal is a heterocentric. In fact, xylem is surrounded by phloem, as in rhizomes of fern, stems of Lycopodium. Lycopodium is one of the important pteridophytic plant. Then Selaginella is one of the important pteridophytic plant, and in that Lycopodium and Selaginella, amphicribal type of vascular bundles are found, and the concentric bundles are always closed type. That character is very important in this vascular bundle. Then last point about functions of vascular bundles. What is the functions of the vascular bundles? The main function of vascular bundle or vascular tissue is to conduct water and other nutrients. Water and other nutrients conduct करण्याचं काम कुठून कुठवर, from root to leaves, पण कशा मार्फत? through the xylem. While translocation of prepared carbohydrates from leaves to the other storage organs and growing regions of the plant body through phloem, then vascular bundles form a continuous and interconnected system. We know that is a interconnection from root to the apical part of the plant. Then that continuous vascular bundles form a continuous interconnected system in the different organs of the plants. Then which is the third function? The xylem also gives mechanical strength. Mechanical strength is one of the important characteristic features, and it gives also support to the plant body. Mechanical support, strength. Then cambium is a lateral meristematic tissue which causes secondary wood formation. That is one of the important function. Wood formation, secondary wood formation in dicots and conifers also. And when secondary wood formation is there, that wood can be used for constructions for different purposes in our ecological or economically important wood is prepared by this tissue. Therefore, vascular bundles plays very vital role, and in this way in today's video we have learned about very important vascular bundle, that is a complex tissue, that is a phloem, the different elements of the phloem, sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, that is bast fibers, and functions of all these elements. The types of vascular bundles we have also learned from this video, that is three types of vascular bundles are there. First is a radial type of vascular bundles, there is a sunflower is one of the important example of that. Then conjoint, another example. In that conjoint vascular bundles, they are again divided into two types, that is collateral vascular bundles which is found in sunflower, then bicollateral also which is found in cucurbita, then third is a concentric vascular bundles, and concentric the concentric vascular bundles are again divided into two types, that is amphihessel, that is also known as leptocentric vascular bundles, and amphicribal, that is also known as heterocentric vascular bundles. And in this way we have learned also the functions of vascular bundles. Thank you for watching.